about me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I've actually been feeling quite inspired lately to actually sit down and just film a tutorial for you guys, and I'm sure that you guys have honestly missed seeing my tutorials instead of just random videos on my channel. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm honestly not really too sure the look I am going to create, but I have a feeling of like something along the lines that I would like to do. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. This video is probably gonna be like quite a long time, but I honestly just want to like sit down and actually like physically like I guess talk to you guys on like more of like a personal level, if that makes any sense. But yeah. So before I keep rambling, make sure you guys go ahead, click that subscribe button down below for me. That would help me out 110%. And make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up for me as well. Go grab yourself something to drink, as in what I always drink. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm honestly feeling of like creating like an eye look, kind of like, I don't know, I guess like based on my hair color. I think that'd be really, really cool, honestly. So yeah, so basically like the colors I am working with are like a turquoise blue, of course purple, of course just a little bit of pinks here and there. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna use like my hair as inspiration. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I think I'm going to start off with the eyes first. Let's see here, what do I want to use to prime my eyelids? So I think I'm going to go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I honestly haven't used this concealer in a hot minute. So this one is in the shade Fair 00, which is more or less like a white one. This is more or less, so like if you buy a concealer that's like too dark, you can use this to like pretty much lighten your concealer, I guess, just because it's literally just a white concealer. So we're just gonna apply this to my eyelids here. And I'm just gonna go everywhere, honestly. Okay. So if you guys are interested, and I'm hoping like, I don't know, like if certain stores are like, I guess, open where you guys are. But basically, so these beauty blenders, as you guys can see, they are, whoops, really, really soft, as you guys can see here. So I actually got like a really big pack of beauty blenders from TJ Maxx. It was basically just like a 10 pack for $10, so basically like $1 per sponge, which honestly like you can't go wrong. And honestly like they're not like super soft. Like you ever get like those like beauty blenders where they're just like too soft, and it honestly just like picks up like all the product. Like these ones, I feel like they have just enough softness with them that it just, I don't know, like blends out the product like perfectly, if that makes like any sense at all. Okay. So it does like set down a little bit here. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and set this real quick. I'm gonna go in with a Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette, and I'm just gonna go in with that intense white shade right here. It's called Glucose, and I'm just going to use that to set my eyes. And I don't want it like too like set, if that makes sense. Like I still want a little bit of tackiness for when I go to apply the shades, but just enough to set the concealer. All right, so honestly I think I'm gonna go in with the Morphe James Charles palette, and of course I do have the original size, so it's like the big guy, if you guys can see. So yeah, I think like these would be like some pretty, oh, I totally forgot that he totally has a white in his palette, but honestly like it's so chalky, so that's okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start off with this intense purple shade, and I'm basically just gonna start packing that on my outer corner. And I'm gonna use that on my Morphe M433. So I'm not gonna worry about tapping off the excess, because I want as much pigment as possible. So I think I'm just gonna do like one eye and then do the other one like off camera, if that makes sense, because I don't want this video to be like too long. I'm just gonna blend out the edges a little bit here. All right, and then I'm also gonna try and wing it out. I'm just gonna set that brush aside. So I think next shade here, just so that way I get a little bit of like a pink color, I think I'm going to go in with this shade right here, almost like a raspberry color. And I'm just going to pack that on like right here. Alright, and then I think I'm going to grab a little bit of that hot pink shade right in the corner, so this one right here. And I'm basically just going to add a little bit of brightness there. Okay. Alright, and then as of like right now, like I'm not going to worry about blending just yet. Like I just want to lay down the pigment here. Okay. And then we're also gonna clean it up as well. It's so hard trying to decide like which brushes you want to use. All right, so oh, and then for that pink shade I went in with the Morphe and Jeffree Star, so this is the JS6 brush. All right, and then next I'm going to go in with the Lexi 213 eye shading brush. I think this would look really, really well. So I think I'm going to go in with this blue shade right here. I'm hoping that it's like, this palette is so big, y'all. All right, and the same thing, I'm literally just gonna dab in as much color as possible, and I'm just going to line it right next to that pink shade. And we're just packing on as much as we can. Okay, and I'm just gonna go back in with like that pink brush, like whatever is left on there. And we are going to blend. And just so that way that blue stays like pretty intense in there. All right, and I think I might use just a little bit of the yellow shade in the palette. All right, I guess we can probably go in with this brush. So I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics number 7 brush. It's basically like a small tapered blending brush, and then I'm just gonna go in, oh, good lord, with the yellow shade, which I'm hoping it doesn't come off like almost like a mustard yellow, because I've used this yellow and it just comes off like so like mustard like, and I don't want that. Okay, and I'm just going to keep building up that yellow. See, like I feel like, I don't know. Like, is it just me, but it's not like sticking? So I haven't really used this palette honestly since I got it. I've literally only created like one look with it, and I really want to try and use this palette just a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go in with the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy palette, and I am basically just going to try and lightly just like blend out like each like corresponding shade, if that makes sense. So the purple shade I'm gonna try and blend out with this beautiful lavender shade right here. Just gonna keep blending that purple shade. Alright, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the pink, but I'm not going to add any color. And then with the blue, I'm going to try and blend it out with this periwinkle shade. Alright, and then as far as the yellow, I'm just going to go in with that pastel yellow and see if that just this allows me to see, like, it's literally just like falling on my face, like all the pigment, like it's literally just not sticking at all. Honestly, it makes me like so upset, but that's okay. All right, so I think I'm feeling like a cut crease. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, but I'm basically gonna go in with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer again. And then, where is my cut crease brush? It's like my favorite brush to cut my crease with. This is the Alamar. I'm pretty sure this is just like a flat definer brush. I got it in my BoxyCharm, and it's honestly like my favorite, just go-to. So literally what I'm gonna do is I'm going to dab just a little bit on here. Then we're gonna pray to the gods here, and then it literally just gave me like an outline, if that makes sense. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand if I ever need more product. And we are going to cut our crease. All right, so I think I'm gonna go back in with the 35i, because honestly I never really realized like how like really pretty like the shimmers like actually are. So I am going to, I'm just gonna use this guy. So I'm gonna go in with the JS10 brush. Okay, so it's basically just a super small eyeshadow shader brush, and I'm just gonna go in with, so if it's the shade like right underneath the white one, it is super soft. I don't know. Still really pretty. I think like when I add like glitter, I think it's just gonna tie it all together. And I think honestly, just to deepen up that outer corner, I'm gonna go in with that really deep purple shade, and I am just going to take that on a Luxie mini angled brush, so it looks just like this, and I'm just gonna focus it on that outer corner just to really deepen it up a little bit. Almost like black color. Add some glitter. Oh, I think this one would look really pretty. Just gonna go with NYX. All right, so I'm gonna use the NYX metallic glitter. This one is in the shade Lumi. So if you guys, I'm praying that it's like coming off on camera, like it has like this like iridescent like green shift, and I think that would look super pretty on there. So I'm just gonna go in with my Real Techniques, what are you? I'm pretty sure this is just the eyeliner. Yep, it's the fine liner brush. It's like super skinny. And I'm just going to apply the, I'm also going in with the NYX glitter glue as well. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I don't want too much, but I think this would literally just pull the look together. All right. Oof. All right, so I'm literally just gonna take whatever is on the lid. And I think we're gonna go in with this guy. So this is honestly like a paintbrush, but it's so perfect when it comes to like applying like glitter in a straight line. This is like, it comes in like one of those like artist like 12 packs, but the brand is called Royal Taklon, I guess. But yeah, it is like super small, like super flat. Like I said, it's so perfect when it comes to applying the glitter perfectly. Oh, like look at that. It's literally just like pulling the look together. Oof. Like, hello. Alright. Just gonna blend that up there. Oh. I don't know, guys. This might just be like my new favorites. Look, oh, so gorgeous. And it's so funny because like I haven't honestly like used this glitter either. Oh, so gorgeous. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I did complete the other eye here. I did add just a little bit of black in the outer corner because it honestly just was not like dark enough for me, and I literally just took the black shade in the James Charles palette, which I think I'm just gonna add just a little bit more just because I didn't realize like how much darker the other side is. And still I was gonna show just a little bit of the purple here. So I'm just gonna go in with some liquid liner. I think I'm just gonna do a wing because I feel like I haven't done one in quite a while, but I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And I literally love this liner over like the Kat Von D or the Too Faced Better Than Sex because I feel like it just lays down like better, I guess, when I'm doing looks like this. I know it's like super weird. All right, so one wing is down. I'm actually just going to there we go. Honestly, for a drugstore liner, I would highly recommend this guy. It does take like a lot of work, But honestly, like when I started doing liquid liner, like these are like the liners that I started doing like wings with, so it's probably just a lot easier for me. But honestly, like once you get used to it, like it's not that bad. There we go. All right, I think I'm gonna do some dramatic lashes here. I'm honestly feeling my I can't pronounce this brand, but I honestly love them. I will leave a link to their Instagram page down below. This is the brand called Mikawi. I think that's how you pronounce it. But these are the lashes I'm going to be going with. I don't really know if they have like a style or anything like that, because like there's literally no logo on them. But I would say like these ones are like, I do believe like 25 millimeters, so they're extremely long. But I think that these would just honestly just pull the look completely together. So I'm just going to apply these and I'll be right back to do the rest of my face. Guys, so I'm back and I applied the lashes. I think it honestly just like pulls the look together. I did try to clean up my face like literally as best as I could, but I literally just have like glitter just lingering like on my face. But yeah, I probably would have been back just a little bit sooner, because literally like one of my lashes, like when I was like cleaning off like my lash glue, by the way I used the duo one, the white one, it's like all-time favorite. But yeah, I was like cleaning it off and then all of a sudden I just squeezed it too hard and then it just landed like all over the lash. So that's why this one probably might look just a little bit wonky, because I literally had to wash it and then blow dry it. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to like play with it a little bit to try and get it back to like its naturalistic shape, I guess. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in these lashes, like I said, I will leave a link down below if you guys want them. I did purchase them off of Amazon. It was literally like 4 of them for like 14 bucks. And yeah, I really love them, and they're like super long. Like I said, like they literally like touch my eyebrow. So yeah, let's just go ahead and try and finish off the look here. Let's just go ahead and do me brows. So while I do my brows, I think I'm gonna prime my face real quick. I'm honestly just gonna go in with my e.l.f. poreless putty primer. So this one's the original one, but honestly probably when summer rolls around I'm gonna try and get my hands on the mattifying one. All right, and I'm just going to apply that using my e.l.f. small stipple brush. I'm just gonna let that sit. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into brows. So you guys already know like which brow product I'm going to be using. Of course I'm going to use my dip brow, and then lately I have been using the medium brown shade. I just think it fits I guess, me a little better right now. And honestly, I wish I thought about this earlier, but I should have done like my brows first, but that's okay. I'm just gonna wing it like I do when I'm getting ready for work. So honestly, like, I want to know what your guys's opinions are, you know, like regarding everything that's like been happening. Like as far as like the coronavirus, I guess, like, are you guys like staying at home? Like, do you guys have to work? I know right now, because I do work for Verizon, I am classified as an essential employee. But the cool thing about that is, you know, like, my boss, like, personally, like, you know, like, if we want to stay home, like, through this, like, we definitely can. But honestly, like, right now I have about 3 days off a week, so my hours have gone down like quite a bit compared to like what I was normally working. But, and I think like it's honestly just like gonna keep me safe, which is a good thing. But I totally just forgot like what I was saying. Oh yeah, like my boss is honestly like giving us like the option to, like, if we want to like stay home through this, we can. You know, but honestly, like, I'm working because like even like right now, like when I have like 3 days off, like I would probably just like lose my shit. So like going to work still is like basically just keeping me, you know, like my life as normal as it possibly can right now. And I'm honestly just so grateful that I'm still actually able to work, because I know a lot of people are like without a job right now. And you know, it's just, it's like, you know, like hectic, you know, like when you lose like a sense of like normal, like any type of like normalness, like anything that's like out of the ordinary, I feel like we're just like, we all go like crazy when it just becomes to the point where like life turns to be like not normal anymore. And especially like with us, like when we get into like, you know, like some type of like routine, like where we need like some type of like, you know what I mean, like normalcy through it all. Alright, so brows are filled, and I just used my Morphe and Jeffree Star. This is the JS7 brush. I would highly recommend it if you guys like filling in your brows with a pomade. Alright, so my face should be okay. So I think I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is the regular one, not the hydrating one, as well. And if you guys are interested, I am in the shade F2, which is Fair 2. Like, cause y'all know that I am super, super pale. Alright. But yeah, like I don't really want to like talk too much about it, but like that's pretty much like where I'm at like right now. My husband is actually in the same boat, like he's classified as an essential employee as well, so I guess that's like super good I guess for right now. But I did read on the news that Trump is thinking about like extending, I guess, everything until like the end of April. And I have seen that like some schools are even like they're just closed for like the rest of the year, which just like absolutely blows my mind, because like, you know, like anyone who is like a senior and like graduating this year, or is like going to like their first like prom, like that's just like crazy. Like, oh, I don't know. But at the same time, like I get it, you know, but like I'm honestly just super curious as to like how they're going to allow everyone to graduate, you know, like if they're like, or like is everyone gonna have to like go to school for like a whole nother year? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm glad I graduated when I did. So I graduated in the class of 2013, which seems like so long ago, like literally 7 years. And that's literally how long I have been doing my YouTube channel is 7 years. Like I started doing like makeup tutorials and like outfit of the day, and oh, it's just kind of crazy how like time just flies by like so quickly. But honestly, like I feel so bad for, you know, yep. Okay. But yeah, I don't know, like what are your guys' like thoughts on this? All right, so for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl True Blend undercover concealer. So it's the one with the black and white cap, and I'm not really gonna apply too much. But just enough to get rid of like the darkness. But yeah, I would say like probably just my biggest issue with everything going on is the people that are like panic buying, which I completely understand that, because you know, like not everyone was like expecting this, which that part like I totally get, like 100%. But you know, in situations where like, so when it comes to like groceries, me and my husband, because like we get home and like awful hours, especially with me having to transfer to a new store, so I'm literally driving like 20 to 25 minutes away from, you know, where I live, because I did, I guess in a sense, got like promoted to a bigger store because I'm a beast at selling. Just kidding. I mean, I think I'm good, but like probably not like super good. So, you know, with that happening, you know, like I physically do not get home sometimes until like 9-10 o'clock at night. So literally, like, what both me and my husband will do is, you know, like we'll go to the grocery store and just buy something for dinner like that night. So it kind of sucks, you know, like with everyone just like panic buying and stuff like that, where like there's barely like any food like on the shelves. So like that part like kind of hurts. Like literally for probably like a week straight I've eaten like frozen pizzas because of it. But now like it's starting to get like a little bit better. Like the stores like in my area are becoming more and more like stocked, so we have like more of like a variety of like what we can choose. So I'm just gonna powder my face. I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Clean. This is the mattifying one, and this is in the shade 510 Classic Ivory. So I'm just gonna set my face, and then I'm going in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. But I literally love this brush for just setting my face. But yeah. So, and I feel like in a pandemic situation, like nobody truly prepares for something like this to happen, like ever, like in their life. And I think it's gotten everyone just completely off guard, you know, which I get it. But at the same time, you know, like when people are just like panic buying, it's not helping like everyone else. Like they're just taking more than what they truly and physically need. Like if that makes any sense. And it's not that I'm like taking the pandemic seriously, but just pretty much the way that I am looking at it is that like all of us at one point is gonna get the virus. Like that's just like how it's just gonna work. You know, and probably like the bad part of it is, you know, people that do have like those like upper respiratory issues, or you know, someone that doesn't have like that strong of like an immune system, like we're gonna end up like getting it, like as bad as it is. But like, you know, like I've just like accepted the fact that like it's gonna happen, and we'll get through it. Okay, so done talking about that. So I think I'm just going to finish up my under eye real quick before I go in and bronze my face. So of course we're gonna go back in with the Morphe and James Charles palette, and I'm probably only just gonna do like the two colors. So I'm just gonna go in with the dark purple shade and then the pink shade. And I'm just gonna apply the purple shade using the same Morphe M433, and I'm really just gonna focus that on the outer corner where the rest of the purple is. But yeah, I really just wanted to like just sit down and just like be able to play with some makeup. And I haven't like just sat down and actually done like a tutorial like this where I just literally just sit and talk to you guys. Okay, and I'm just gonna smoke out a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go in with just a clean blending brush and literally just fade everything. And then I'm going to go back in with the JS6 brush and with that same hot pink shade. And we're just going to focus that right there. I'm just going to pack that on. Okay. Right, so there's that palette. And then I'm actually going to go in with the Jeffree Star Blue Blood eyeshadow palette, because the icy white shade right here, which is Cullinan, I love applying this shade right in the inner corner. Oof. And I'm just going to take that on my Luxie 141 mini round brush. I love this brush because it literally applies the inner corner highlight like perfectly. And I'm just going to stick that right on the inner corner. Okay. Just going to blend a little bit into that pink shade. Off nice and bright. I love applying that shade like right in the inner corner. Alright, I think I'm okay to all my little brushes back here. Alright, so let's just go ahead and bronze up the face a little bit. I think I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm pretty sure this is just like the regular one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is just like the original one. I know they come out with like different shades, but we're just gonna use this guy. And then I'm just gonna take it on my angled brush here. This is just like one of the brush sets I actually got from when I worked at Bath and Body Works. But yeah, it's like any like contouring brush will do. Just gonna bronze up the face a little bit here. Apply whatever is left onto the nose. Okay. All right, and then for blush, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Coral Cove blush. This is honestly like, oh, this color is just absolutely gorgeous. And then we are going to, oh, I love using this brush. This is a highlighting brush from Moda or Royal and Langnickel, but I love applying blush with this as well, just because it gives like a very like airbrush look, if that makes sense. And I don't want to apply like just enough to give my face just a little bit of color, but it gives like a very like natural like airbrush moment here, and something that's not going to take away from the eye look. and it is a very gorgeous blush. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the nose as well. A gorgeous blush. All right, and then for highlighter, I think I'm gonna go in with my ABH palette here. I just don't know which one I want to use. All right, so I think I'm gonna go in with my Aurora Glow Kit from ABH. And I think I'm going to do a mix of Eclipse and Luna. Okay, I'm literally just mixing these two. And I'm taking that on my Lexi Tapered Highlighting Brush. Oh, yes. Hello. Oof, that is so pretty. It's almost like wet looking. A little bit on the chin. So pretty, guys. Alright, and then for mascara, I've actually been falling in love with this old favorite. Again, this is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. Really love this mascara. Honestly, for lip color, I'm not really too sure what I want to do. I think I just might do just a nudie pink. So I'm gonna go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this one's in the shade called Milan. Alrighty. So guys, this is the final look. Ugh, I'm honestly just so impressed. Don't mind my hair. My hair is just going like crazy. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the result. I know I did. Oh, I'm honestly in love. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Remember, stay positive, stay safe, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.